Hi everyone, it's Robert here with Alistair for the July property market update. So we've got a few things to cover over today, so we'll dive straight in.
Yeah, okay. Well, firstly, obviously we're post-election now, which is exciting. How's that going to impact the market is what people often ask us. In honesty, it's not going to have a huge change. There weren't any significant policies being thrown around about the housing market. There's no kind of stamp duty holidays on the horizon or anything interesting like that. One of the key benefits is we've got a solid housing minister. So during the Tory reign, the housing minister role was a bit of a joke. It was a revolving door. People were in there. I think the average was 7 months for a housing minister, which is kind of pointless because by the time they've worked out what they're doing, they're off again and somebody else has got the job. So Labour Party have given it to somebody who has been in the housing sector for many years, and that's a positive because that's somebody who actually understands the nuances of the housing market, and hopefully they will be in a position for enough time to actually make some impactful, meaningful changes. So yeah, carry on.
Yeah, well, exactly that, Alistair. It's still very, very early days. We haven't really had any of the budgets and that sort of thing that are going to come out sort of later on this year. So it'll be interesting to sort of look into that and see what changes to the manifesto are going to come out. Let's face it, that's what all politicians do. So we'll have to sort of wait and see on that front. But I think just having some form of consistent leadership within the housing sector is going to be the absolute key.
And house prices, Rob, that's what people actually tune in for.
Yes,
what's
absolutely.
Going on
so we've
nationally and then in Oxfordshire.
Yes, so we've reviewed the data from Zoopla, Nationwide, Halifax, again, as we always do. So Zoopla, on a national level, are claiming that house prices are completely flat.
Yeah.
Completely
so
flat.
Zero growth in June.
In June, yes.
Zero,
Yeah, exactly
0% growth in June.
Yes. Nationwide shows a slight increase of 0.2%, and Halifax, on the complete reversal, have shown a decrease of 0.2%.
So 0 plus 0.2 plus minus 0.2 equals 0. So
yes.
basically, they've been flat. Now, what's really interesting though, Robert, and you'll agree with this, the data nationally, and it highlights just how meaningless the whole national data thing is, because what's going on in Yorkshire is completely and utterly different. It may as well be in another country to what's going on in London or the Thames Valley or the South East. So locally, we've seen more of a divide between anything north of Birmingham. Prices have been going up. Anything south of Birmingham, prices have been going down, and they've sort of counteracted each other to kind of neutralise things. So, on a more local level, we've seen in Oxfordshire a very small drop of about 0.3%. Right. It's data. It's interesting. Obviously, June was an anomaly because the market was holding its breath for the election, and certainly July has been incredibly positive for us so far.
It's been 11 days in at point of recording, and the amount of interest and viewing activity has been skyrocketing.
Indeed, we're recording this on the 11th of July, and I've currently got sealed bids that I'm processing. Property partner Tara, she's got sealed bids that she's processing. Have you got any sealed bids going on?
I don't at the moment.
Oh, okay,
no.
But there you go. So that indicates that I would be very surprised if in the August market update we're not reporting that house prices have ticked up again. But we shall see.
No, absolutely. So rental market, how are things progressing there?
More of the same. So locally, year on year in Oxfordshire, they've gone up by 7.6%, which feels like quite a lot of money, but again, it's supply and demand. The demand continues to drop.
Increase.
I'm very hungry at the moment, which is why I haven't eaten for 24 hours, so I'm a bit vaguer than I normally am. So yes, supply continues to be reduced, but demand is continuing to be there. So with that in mind, it's inevitable that it's pushing up prices. Will the Labour Party do anything to help it? Probably not, and the reason being, it is not very popular with the general public to give tax breaks to landlords. So as a result, I would imagine it's going to be more of the same. The build to rent sector is picking up, so there's more and more build to rent schemes going on. And in Oxford, I've identified 3 build to rent schemes, which are probably over 200 houses in total that are being built specifically to rent. So that's a growing market. And I think that was always part of the big master plan to professionalise the rental sector, because that's the way you're going to get fewer rogue landlords, and you just get professional landlords. That's what they want, and that's why all the incentives are geared up towards companies doing corporate lets. There you go. Keeping it short and sweet. Is there anything else?
Exactly. Well, more positive note, sort of looking at mortgages.
Of course.
What we have been speaking with our mortgage broker has been saying that mortgage rates are back down on the decline. They had a little bit of an increase in May and June, but they're coming back down again. There's been some innovative products that are coming out to the mortgage market as well. So TSB have launched a product where landlords can sell to their tenants with a 10% discount, which has been treated then as the deposit. So the tenant's deposit is then taken from that 10% discount. So it would it's then just trying to find another way of basically getting tenants to buy properties.
And I think this can be used as like a strategic thing between a tenant and a landlord. So that the tenant could say, look, I can't afford to buy the property, but I really want to. I'll stay here for another 2 years and I'll pay you rent for 2 years if you'll then sell me the property at a discount. The drawback is how many landlords are going to sell a £200,000 property for £180,000, even though they'll have the rent up to the day that the transaction completes, which is often difficult to coordinate if you're selling it on the open market. But nevertheless, although it's an innovative product,
how much is going to actually be used by a landlord wanting to do it? I think it depends on how much capital growth that landlord has had over the course of their ownership. If they bought it in 1982, 56,000, and it's now selling for 500, they've already made a pretty hefty profit anyway, and they don't have to go through the process of actually putting it onto the market and finding a buyer. So
if it was worth 500 though, they'd have to sell it for 450. How many landlords are going to do that?
Again, it's tricky. We'll
see.
Keep an eye on that one. I think it'll be interesting to see how many people actually do the uptake on it. But overall, like I say, rates are dropping down. Alistair, you wanted to have anything?
I wanted just to mention this. We have a local property market report because it's so important to have local data. So this is our summer report that's come out now. We have a digital version. So in the comments section or below this, you'll be able to click a link, take to our webpage. We don't want your data. You can download the report completely free of charge without any data or anything like that. You can, if you want to, you can give us your name and email, and we'll then automatically send you the reports every quarter, which is useful. We've got a growing list, and I think that's just something which may, obviously, if you're watching this all the way to the end, then you must be interested in the local property market. It's the least we can do is send you a report that actually tells you about the Thames Valley and Oxfordshire, not arbitrary national statistics which are meaningless.
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Lovely. Thank you very much for watching. This was obviously the July update. We'll be back next month for the August update.
Indeed, and I'll have eaten next time. See you later.
Thanks all.